Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your girl Dom, back with another Feasting Friday video. In today's video, we're doing pork tenderloin, baked veggies, and bacon braised Brussels sprouts. Let's go ahead and jump into this look. Like always, we're gonna go ahead and jump into our ingredients. First things first, we have a half teaspoon of chili flakes, 2 tablespoons of beef stock, 1 cup of brown sugar. Then we have some mixed seasonings here. We have 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of fig jelly. Then we have 1 cup of bacon bits. Then we have 2 cups of fresh Brussels sprouts, 1 whole onion, 2 pork tenderloins, and last but not least, we have some carrots here. So we're gonna go ahead and prep our pork tenderloin so it can marinate. We're gonna throw in that soy sauce, that brown sugar, our chili flakes, our spice blend, our minced garlic, and you're only going to use about half of that. We're also going to go ahead and pour in some vegetable oil and then mix everything up before we actually place our pork tenderloin inside, get it fully coated, put it in a plastic bag, and then you're going to put that in the refrigerator to marinate for about 2 hours. Once your meat has marinated for 2 hours, you're gonna go ahead and turn on your oven. You're gonna preheat it to 400 degrees. We're gonna put our Brussels sprouts and our onions into a bowl, coat that in some olive oil here, and then you're gonna toss it just to make sure it's fully coated. And then we're gonna go ahead and season them. I am using some pink Himalayan salt, freshly ground, and also freshly ground black pepper. And then you're gonna go ahead and toss that just to make sure everything is evenly coated. I also like to add a little bit of garlic powder too. You can also throw in some onion powder if you like. Once that's done, I'm gonna get a cookie sheet. I'm gonna line it with some foil, put everything on the foil, and then toss that bad boy in the oven. Next, we're going to slice up our carrots. You can slice them any way you want, but for presentation purposes, I went ahead and sliced them circle-wise, and they're about 1/2 inch thick. Next, we're gonna put them in a cookie sheet as well that has been lined with foil, and then you're gonna lightly coat your carrots in olive oil. Then you're gonna go ahead and season them and then pop them in the oven along with your Brussels sprouts. Now, to season them, I did use a little bit of garlic salt and freshly ground black pepper. Next, we're gonna go ahead and start to sear our pork tenderloin. So we're gonna get a nice fresh skillet, you're gonna put the heat to medium high, put a light layer of olive oil, and then we're gonna put in our pork. And I just want to sear them just so I can get a nice crust, and then I'm gonna put them in the oven so they can finish cooking. And you want to cook them until they're golden brown on both sides. So you see that? That is a beautiful crust. So now I'm going to take out another cookie sheet. I'm going to line that one with foil, and I'm going to place them in the oven. So using that same skillet, we're gonna add a little bit more olive oil, and now we're gonna go ahead and start to cook our bacon bits for our Brussels sprouts. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss in my bacon and let that cook for a little bit. I want them to get fully coated with my oil, and I'm also gonna toss in my minced garlic. Once that's cooked a little bit, you're gonna add a little bit more olive oil because you don't want your bacon bits nor your garlic to be dry. So then, after about maybe 15 minutes, I did take out my Brussels sprouts and the onions, and I put them inside the skillet with my bacon bits. I'm gonna go ahead and mix everything around, make sure it's fully mixed. And then I'm adding my balsamic vinegar. I'm only adding a little bit at a time, that way I don't overwhelm it. You always wanna taste your food. Just to keep it from burning, I added a little bit of water. That way I can make a nice broth. So here I am adding a little bit of white sugar. This is about maybe 2 tablespoons of white sugar. Then I'm gonna go ahead and mix everything around because I don't want my Brussels sprouts to be overly vinegary. So adding a little bit of sugar helps to balance it out. And it'll also caramelize your onions very well. So now I'm on a separate skillet. I'm gonna go ahead and prep the sauce for my. So we're gonna go ahead and add 1/4 cup of water. I'm gonna mix in the rest of that balsamic vinegar. I'm gonna add a slight amount of olive oil, and then I'm gonna throw in that beef stock. And then I'm also gonna throw in that fig jam. I did go ahead and taste it, and I felt like it was a little bit too, it wasn't sweet enough. So I went ahead and added some more sugar. So I added a little bit of salt to taste. And now since my carrots are done and my pork is done, we're gonna go ahead and start the plating process. I just want to go ahead and show you guys what my pork actually looked like when it was done cooking. So now we're gonna go ahead and plate our meal. I am starting out with my bacon braised Brussels sprouts. They're gonna be on the right. My carrots are gonna be on the left, and my pork is gonna go down the middle. You do wanna add a little bit of that juice to your Brussels sprouts just so they're not dry. And then once I sliced my pork, I did go ahead and plate those in the middle. And then I'm gonna go ahead and top them off with that fig sauce that we made. So this has been my pork tenderloin with fig sauce, and this came out super amazing. It's super delicious, very lightweight. If you guys enjoyed this recipe and if you tried it at home, please go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. I want to know like how this recipe turned out for you guys, because I thought it was absolutely delicious. It didn't take too much time to cook at all. And yeah, that's been it. I will see you guys next Friday for another Feasting Friday video.